mustard seed, it's gotta be Rofo tales. Quite the scene, still for teens, Nazarene Rofo tales. See God's power, no need to shower, it's not an hour. Rofo tales. There's never been a show like Rofo tales. There's never ever been a show like Rofo tales. There's never ever been a show like Rofo tales. It's time for Rofo tales. It's time for Rofo tales. That's it, folks. We're done.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Daniel chapter 3.
King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon had made a golden statue 90 feet high and set it on the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. And he sent a message to all his princes and governors, captains, and everyone in the land that they had to come to the dedication of his statue. And when they arrived, they were to stand in front of the monument. And when they heard the music, the king's command was for them to bow down and worship his statue. And anyone who refused to obey would immediately be thrown into the flaming furnace. So when the band began to play, everyone who was there, every nation, his language, or religion, fell to the ground and worshipped the statue. But some noted that there were some Jews who were refusing to worship.
What a creepy statue. I don't know. It was pretty creepy. Guys, yeah, I know. We're supposed to bow down to this statue.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, neither am I. Well, what do you think will happen if we do it? Oh no, let God handle that. Alright? Yeah. They said we're gonna get thrown into the furnace. I'm okay with that. You guys okay with that? Yeah, let's do it.
Some of the officials went to the king and said to him, "You made a law that everyone must fall down and worship the golden statue when the music played, and that if anyone refused would be thrown into the flaming furnace. But there are some Jews out there, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, whom you put in charge of Babylonian affairs. They have defied you, refusing to serve your gods or to worship the golden statue that you set up." Then Nebuchadnezzar, in a terrible rage, ordered Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to be brought before him.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, in here!
Hey, what's up, King Nebi?
Is it true that you refused to bow down before my golden statue?
Yep. Definitely not doing it.
One more, I'll give you one more chance. Bow down before my statue, or you'll be thrown into that furnace.
Give me a minute. Yeah, so, we thought about it, and, we're not doing it because, we know we're going to be thrown in the furnace, but our God is able to be able to take care of us and bring us out. And, if he doesn't, guess what? We're still not going to serve your gods or bow down to your statue.
That's it. Off to the furnace!
So King Nebuchadnezzar ordered the furnace to be heated 7 times hotter than it was normal. And he had Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego bound and had them tossed in to the fiery furnace. So they were tossed in. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego fell down, bound into the roaring flames.
But suddenly, as he was watching, Nebuchadnezzar jumped up in amazement and exclaimed to his advisors, "Didn't we throw 3 men into the furnace?" "Yes," they said, "we did indeed, your majesty." "Well, look," Nebuchadnezzar shouted, "I see 4 men, unbound, walking around in the fire, and they aren't even hurt by the flames. And the 4th looks like a god."
See, I told you guys, our God would save us. This is awesome. You guys hungry? I'm kind of hungry. Look what I found. Look, shrimp on the Barbie. Here, have some.
Then Nebuchadnezzar came as close as he could to the open door of the flaming furnace and yelled, "Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out. Come here." So they stepped out of the fire.
What's up,
So-
Debbie?
So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came out of the furnace. And King Nebuchadnezzar noticed that the hair on their heads was not singed. Their coats were not scorched. They didn't even smell of smoke.
Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He saved you from the fiery furnace by sending an angel.
Because Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego had trusted their God and defied the king's commandment, they were willing to die rather than worship any god except their own. And so the king made a decree that anyone who would speak against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego would be put to death, for he feared their God.
Hi, kids.
Nice to see you once again. Another week of Rofo Tales.
Yeah, welcome back.
So, Miss Crystal, it's getting hot in here.
A little bit. What did you think of our story today?
I was amazing. Kids, what do you think? Would you be willing not to bow down to an idol if you knew you were going to be tossed in a furnace and burned?
And all your friends did?
And your friends did too. That's what we have today is called peer pressure,
Yeah.
where the world will tell you you have to do something. Everyone else is doing it, but it's wrong. It's not right.
Doesn't feel right in here.
And so you have a choice, just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego,
Mm-hmm.
of going along with the crowd, folding to your peer pressure,
Following your God.
or following your God. In today's story we saw they chose to follow God and not to bow down to King Nebuchadnezzar's idol, which was,
A little creepy.
it was a little creepy. So, just remember that as you go on in life, as you get older, and even you may be experiencing it now, the world will make you want to do things that you know is not right.
That's right.
Because they tell you everyone else is doing it and you have to. We're here to tell you that God says you don't.
Yeah. And you can always ask Him if you're unsure. You can always pray and ask God to lead you in the path that you're supposed to go, and He can make your decisions for you, so you don't have to worry about it.
That's right. All right, so kids, we're going to pray and then we'll...
Yep.
Do you want to? Or you
Yeah, I
want
would
to?
love to pray.
Okay.
You ready, kids? Dear Jesus, Lord, we thank you that we can come to you and you can help us with our hard decisions, Lord, so we don't follow the things of the world. Lord, we thank you that we don't have to be afraid, for even in the fire, you can come in and save us. Lord, we thank you for all your guidance, for your leadership, for your love, and we thank you for everything you're about to do for us this week and everything you have done for us in the past. Lord, we thank you for everything in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Hey kids,
Hey,
we're
kids,
back.
Yes, we are. It's now time for
Jokes
from the
the
bucket.
furnace.
Oh, that's right, from the furnace.
Special edition.
Yes.
Whew. All right.
The air condition.
Who's picking this week, Miss?
I'm
Diane?
going to pick. Oh, no, you
Okay.
can pick.
I can pick? All right. You're going to read it?
I'm going to read it.
All right. Let me see here. Dig deep for this one. Oh, look what I found. That's an interesting one, Miss Diane.
Dragons.
Dragons. All right.
Okay, Miss
Ready,
Crystal.
kids? You gotta help me. You gotta help me
She might need help on
figure
this
it out. This is probably gonna be a hard one.
Alright, dragon. Let's see.
Okay, here we go. Here's my dragon.
All right. I love it.
He's cute. All right, kids, here we go. The question is, why do dragons sleep during the day?
Well, he's a blue dragon, so maybe so he can get rehydrated, right? Because blue dragons spit water.
Ah, he's a water dragon. Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought he's a water dragon. Okay. No, that's not it.
let's see.
Let's see. Why do dragons sleep during the day?
So that he can better the scale.
Better the scale. No, that's not it either. Well, kids, do you have the answer? Because he didn't have sunglasses. No,
Yeah.
but that's a good answer. That's a good answer. He didn't have
Yeah.
sunglasses, so he slept during the day. All right, well, let's see.
His tail is heavy.
His tail's heavy. Yep. All right, Miss Crystal.
All right, you got it.
Why do dragons sleep during the day?
I don't know. You got it. You got me this week.
So they can fight nights. There's one, kids, you can tell with your family. See if your mom and dad know this. Well, if they're watching it with you, they just heard the answer.
But if they're not, then you can totally surprise them with your awesome jokes.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so that's for this week's joke.
This
All right, it's
time for
craft time.
craft.
Okay, well, we have a hot craft item for you today.
Ooh.
Since we are doing the fiery furnace, which, by the way, is a nice... We need some marshmallows.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Or maybe a lobster.
We had one. I saw. Did you see the lobster?
Yeah.
On the Barbie?
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
All right, today's craft challenge is, Miss Crystal, to
Ooh.
make your own fire.
Fire. Now you can do something like this, like Miss Diane did,
Miss Crystal helped.
or you can make a snack for this week. So
Yeah.
all you need to do is get some really thin pretzel rods and some chocolate and maybe some M&Ms, and you can use red and yellow M&Ms and make like a little chocolate fire.
Ooh.
Or you could send us your best ideas for a furnace on the Rofo for Nazarene Facebook page, or you can email them to Pastor Pete at pc@rcnas.org.
There you go, kids.
Yeah.
So you have lots of options. I do like the food option.
Yeah, well, chocolate is its own food group.
It is. All right,
So-
kids. So until next week,
We love you.
we love you, and we'll see you next week.
God bless.
Bye.
If you like to talk to Miss Crystal, if Miss Diane can make you smile, if you want to be a disciple, we can talk you through the Bible.
Excuse me. Have we got a show for you?
Rofo